Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Steven Inks. Today we're talking about a pen, and that pen is the Asvine V126. Right there, you'll see this lovely pen is pretty low cost for what you get. The question is what you get any good? We are going to play around with this pen, we're going to use it to do some drawings, and I'm going to tell you what I think right now. Okay, so the box comes like this, and I'm already feeling a familiar vibe. I have a feeling that Asvine, once again, refer to somebody else for pronunciation, has something to do with Pen BBS, because the box for this is almost identical for the Pen BBS 250. A pen, by the way, which is one of my least favorite pens in the world. I really hate that pen, and I'll talk about why in a different video. But they're probably made in the same factory, I would guess. And opening it up, yeah, this is the exact same plastic box. Looks like there's a little fountain pen instruction manual. Obviously, this is a vacuum filling pen, so there's instructions for vacuum filling and piston filling right here, and then I'm guessing, oh, okay, yeah, eyedropper filling, converter. So they're just a big generic guide that they ship with all their pens, I'm assuming. Anyway, opening it up, ooh. So it comes in a little plastic case, protect it from scratches, appreciate that. This is a really gorgeous pen, like the frosted black. It looks incredible. I mean, I don't know how much you can see on the video, but I am thoroughly impressed with how this looks. And I do see some very familiar hardware. So again, I'm seeing the Pen BBS connection, but they don't make one like this. I love the black and frosted black. It's really cool. Clip feels strong and sturdy. Threads are really not pronounced, which is nice. And you can see right here, this would be really comfortable to hold. For someone like me, who I think I have big hands. I'm not really sure, because the only one I have to compare it to is this one, and they're the same size. So you tell me. I don't know. This could be confusing for some people, but for me it feels a little bit small here. Doable, but posted, that's going to be comfortable for me. And it posts, I would say, not super securely, but it's like a friction post. Yeah, it'll work. This is an extra fine nib, black, with a nice little filigree around the outside, which looks to me a lot like, again, like a Pen BBS nib, but they don't make a black one, so, still very excited about this pen. If I undo the side, I definitely feel like there's an O-ring. Yes, there is an O-ring. It's got a nice little notch in it, like a groove that fits in, so it's not likely to come apart there. The vacuum mechanism, again, gives me some Pen BBS vibes, but that black ring, let's do that in the camera. That black ring around the outside, super cool looking. Nice, rounded, smooth. I've got no seams around the outside, so it feels really nice. You heard that? That is some strong suction. All right. I think probably I can take the nib housing out of this. I'm wondering if I should try. Oh. Yeah, something's coming loose here. All right, you heard it here first. You can take the housing out. All right, we've got a black plastic, opaque plastic nib housing. It's kind of looks like it might be the same size as a pen BBS, but I don't really have any of my pens handy, so I don't think I'm going to compare the two right now. I'd like to keep this review about this pen. I'm ready to fill it up, though. How about you? All right, I'm feeling in a little bit of a fancy mood, and I thought that the perfect pairing with this frosted black pen, looks so cool, would be a dark red or a bright kind of blood red kind of ink. And I do have a red ink that I'm actually not that big of a fan of, but I just felt like it would match the colors so well. This is Diamine Poppy Red. I think that the pen should fit inside. We can show off the vacuum filling mechanism. We're just going to make sure we've got enough space on the top here with the camera tilting up. All right. And if you've never filled a vacuum filling pen before, it's really simple. What you do is you unscrew the focus knob, and then you twist this blind cap in the back and pull it out completely. And then you're going to place the pen up past the ink level in the... Well, are we going to make it? I think we're going to just barely make it. This pen bottle is a little bit small. But when I push this down, you should see the ink come up as soon as it hits that little level right there. Very good. Okay, so you only got about halfway filled, and we can do the whole process again, and I don't know why, but this usually results in a better or bigger fill. I'm not getting that much from this. I think it's because this pen is just barely exactly the size of this ink bottle. It's very odd. Right there, this little wide spot right here is as far as it'll go. So I think that's the best fill that we can get from this pen. I usually take a little bit of a cloth, or in this case, it's just a bit of tissue paper, and blot off the excess ink. Looks a little creepy. This is that scene in the period piece movie where someone coughs and then you know they're about to go. I don't know. Does anyone watch old movies out there? And with that being done, this pen is ready to deliver some bright red lines. Let's get it started. All right, we're ready for some test lines, and I gotta say, already I'm so happy with the ink choice that I made. Look at that. Look how cool that looks. It's like I don't know, this is like Dracula's pen or something. Black on black with a little bit of red inside. Anyway, I hope it writes as well as it looks and feels, because honestly, you could convince me that this pen is worth twice as much based on how much I enjoy holding it, looking at it, filling it with ink. Okay, so let's draw some lines. Oh yeah. I am very happy with this. It gives me a nice smooth line. The feed keeps up. The lines are reasonably fine. This is an extra fine. So, you know, it could be more extra fine than this, but honestly, good enough. Let's see how fast this feed keeps up with me. I'm not getting any skips. This is very good news. I can do this really fast like this, all right? And this is a forward line. And let's check the reverse writing. Ooh, okay, it's thinner, but it is scratchy. It's scratchy but not dry, so scratchy but not dry. All right, I'll take it. This is nice. I can get pretty much, like, if you see that, I can get 3 distinct line weights from this nib, so not bad at all. But the regular writing line feels thick enough that I could use it without my lines kind of disappearing on me, but thin enough that I could get it into the small crevices that my drawings tend to occupy. Sort of a tiny details type of person. Even though I'm not necessarily the most skilled at fine detail work, I do like small areas where I can put my pens in and make some tiny details. That's kind of what makes it fun. For me, anyway. Let's do a little square here. So I can get a nice big thick outside. The fact that this nib is wet enough that I can go over my lines more than once, that's gonna be a benefit to me. I think I'll enjoy using this pen for drawing, and again, the wetness helps with this, but I think it'll be a fun pen to write with too. So how cool to have both. I already feel like, and I haven't even done the final drawing with it, but I feel like I can highly recommend this pen. It's really pretty, and it draws really well. Okay. Let's do some art advice. I think I've given this art advice, a version of it, before, so forgive me if it's a repeat, but I just recently realized how important it is. Keep a sketchbook, and in here on the bottom I'm going to put first and last page. One thing that I like to do when I've got a sketchbook that I've been working on for quite some time, particularly a very large sketchbook, but any size sketchbook really, when I finish it, the most important thing to me is to look at the first page and then look at the last page, because I can see where I've been and I can also see where I'm going. And it's always an encouraging thing, because what's in between all of these is time and effort. Your sketchbook is the proof of your work, and you should keep one so you can look back, see how proud you are of what you've done, and help you be inspired to do more. Speaking of which, let's draw something. So, thought you guys might appreciate a few of the things that go into making a sketch like this. I definitely wanted to go with a Halloween theme because I feel like it's kind of like a vampire pen, black and red together, killer combination. I went through a few iterations. One of the things I feel like I'm getting better at as I get more, I don't know, I guess practiced in my art is not going with my first idea and coming up with different stuff. So this was actually the first idea I had, this sort of vampire pen with a little cloak. And it's just very simple. I figured that wouldn't take very long to draw, so I thought I wanted to do something more complicated. Got this sort of vampire with bat wings. Of course, I need to do some reference research on what bat wings look like. Got a little bit of spilled ink in the front there. I like the angle, the expression on his face. As you could see, I kind of went with something like this. You could see where I had to draw the face a bunch of times, the mouth, just to see if I could get the right angle. It's never perfect. I still like the facial expression right here. Maybe for a future one. Putting a little bit of work in ahead of time really helps me feel relaxed about the process. It keeps me from stressing out while I'm doing something, and it just makes it super fun to just go in and draw something. So, I don't know. Hope you enjoyed that little peek behind the curtain. In drawing, I found that this went pretty quickly considering that I had already worked out everything that I was going to do. Should do that more often. I found the pen worked really well. It was had good flow the entire time. It never skipped. It never scratched. It was just really easy to use. And this is pretty cheap paper. I often use cheaper paper with these pens just to really put them through their paces. And yeah, I can find no fault in this pen. Hope you enjoy my slightly Halloween style drawing. I kind of already talked about the ideas behind that and how I came to put that together. So yeah, that's just to say that I guess I just said that I'm really impressed with this pen. It did everything that I needed it to do, and there should be more pens like this. If you're interested in it at all, I think you would really enjoy it. So hope you enjoyed my drawing, and yeah, that's all I got to say. Final thoughts. This pen is amazing given its price point. I think that it is very comparable to the Pen BBS 456. I'm guessing there's a connection between the manufacturer given how similar the prices are and how similar the parts look. But this comes in at about, on average, about $15 less than a Pen BBS 456, which is also a great value pen that I also highly recommend. But this finish, this really cool frosty finish, really just sets it off, and it is a fun pen to hold, it's a fun pen to use, and it is an attention grabber. So honestly, I've got nothing to say, but if you like the look of this pen, I think you're gonna like the feel, and you're gonna like how it performs. I'm looking forward to keeping this one in my collection for a long time. So if you enjoyed this video, and that video that's coming out in the future, please like and subscribe. Please join our little community. Let me know, do you have this pen or other pens by this company? What do you think? What do you know about this Pen BBS possible connection that I see just based on what it looks like? Any and all comments, go ahead and let me know in the comment section of this video, and I can't wait to show you the next thing I've got going. All right, see you next time.